and gentlemen, we are back. Huge college football playoff game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. People said this would absolutely stink, the college football playoff. Well, do we have news for them, everybody? Let me tell you what. The games were awesome. College football playoff Final Four, spectacular. Can't say enough about it. Everybody said they would stink. Everybody said we're not going to get the best teams, and we're not going to get this, and we're not going to get that. And guess what? We got two Final Four matchups right out of the gate that were absolutely phenomenal. So Texas, we start off the game. We've got saxophone playing for the try sharing your screen. Well, what's going on here? Oh, that's fine. Whatever. I was like, what in the world just happened there? So we got 28-14, Ohio State Buckeyes. We start the game with, yes, B. McCormick's here, ladies and gentlemen. So we start the game, and we've got what looks like, yes, let's get angry. The national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. Saxophone, classic, different than last night's Orange Bowl, where we had a young lady singing it. So saxophone, classic, Cotton Bowl, electric. The first quarter was so weird. Like, if you're a Texas fan after this game, you're a Texas fan, like, you have got to be absolutely infuriated with how that game ended. You were on the doorstep of greatness. You were on the doorstep of tying the game up, stealing all the momentum back, and whatever that play call was, that sequence, this is what I said before the game even started, though. This is like playing Arizona State. Like, you're watching them play Clemson, even going back even further, you're watching them play Clemson, then you're watching them play Arizona State, and you're like, this offense just doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know what in the world is going on. Like, the first quarter, and it just seemed like they were completely fine, Texas was, with dumping balls off to the running back. They lost their guy, Golden, but even to begin the game, I mean, we started off 7-0. Ohio State goes right down the field. Boom, 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 boom. Of course, I bet Travion Henderson to get a touchdown. It's Quinshon Judkins right out of the gate. So I think I've got that. Hold on, let's share this here. So yeah, we've got Quinshon Judkins, and boom, there you go. Right out of the gate, we're up 7-0 there. But that's that. Of course, betting is stupid. Sports betting is dumb. Sports betting is stupid. Just shut it down. You bet Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins. But anyways, so I mean, Ohio State pretty much in command the entire time. Texas made a good game out of it. The first quarter, Ohio State, I don't know what they saw, but they owned Texas in the middle of the field. I don't know. I think Texas was staying in that zone coverage. They were staying with the that's right. Most professional, on time, non-clickbait. You got it right, dude. Texas was staying in that looks like a too high look, zone coverage, whatever. And Ohio State was just saying, fine, we're just going to spread you out and then leak somebody up over the middle, and boom, we're going to do that all the way down the field, and then we're going to hand it to Judkins. So the first quarter, that's kind of everything. That's kind of what happened. Ohio State could have been up big if Travion Henderson in the first quarter on that second or third drive got an unsportsmanlike conduct. But otherwise, I mean, Ohio State, man, they shot themselves in the foot. They had a lot of penalties and a lot of mistakes. Otherwise, that game could have been out of hand. Because Texas, offensively, again, like, you look at the stats here, and, I mean, Quinn Ewers, 23 of 39, 2 touchdowns. He didn't throw the interception till late. You don't really count that. But Will Howard had a pick too. But, I mean, these quarterbacks, like, they played an identical football game, essentially. It was who is not going to suck the most, essentially. They're both kind of talented. The fourth down call by Will Howard, or by Ohio State late in the game for Will Howard, when he ran and then pulled a Daniel Jones and tripped on the 5-yard line or the 10-yard line. That was kind of hilarious. But second quarter comes along. Texas gets the ball. They get their guy on the punt return. Boom. Is it Luth or somebody? Bolden. He looks like he's about to break that thing in the second quarter off a punt return, and then boom, gets slapped out of his hand. Absolute insanity. Arch Manning comes in. He almost fumbles the football. So Texas over here just putting the pill on the turf at all times. Hang on to the ball. And then Texas, the end of the second quarter was absolutely insane. It was insane. The end of the second quarter. Let's see if we can play this video here. See where we're going. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. So we got the Quinshawn Judkins touchdown. Then this is the end of the second quarter. Beautiful dime by Quinn Ewers, right? Okay, so we're sitting there at the end of the second quarter. We're sitting there at the end of the second. Oh, I didn't even hold on. I forgot. Let me wind that back. So we're sitting there at the end of the second quarter. Okay, here we are, like 30 seconds left. Boom. Touchdown. So we got that. And we're like, all right, we got ourselves a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we got it's 7-7. Okay. Ohio State gets the ball. Great. Well, guess what? I don't know who in the world is calling defense or what was going on here, but this is at the end of the second half here, folks, or the end of the first half, folks. There's like 12 seconds left or 20-some seconds left. Great play design, and this dude from Ohio State can absolutely fly. The Travion Henderson, whatever his name is. But, I mean, look at this. This thing parts like the Red Sea. Where is everybody? Why are you going up there, number 3? Where are you going? Like, what are you doing? I'm sure that was his responsibility. He's either the safety or the linebacker there. And then it just, I mean, off to the races. I mean, like, that proved to be probably the biggest difference in the ball game. So we're sitting there at now 14-7. Ohio State, they get the ball back to in the half, and nothing really happens in the third quarter. You had the Will Howard pick, right? The Will Howard pick. I also saw Maurice Claret on the sideline. That was awesome. And then on that third down, on the third. Yeah, so we got another touchdown. I think this is the same drive. They didn't show this in the highlight. But in this drive in the third quarter, I'm pretty sure Quinn Ewers had that little shovel pitch. Like, he was falling down. Was the ball in his hand? Was the ball not in his hand when he shoveled it off to, what's his face? Blue, I think is who it was, who ended up getting the first down, or that other running back, Wisner, I think is his name. So we had that, and then that led to that score right there. So, and I wrote down what did I write down here? I forget, but I put Quinn Ewers is addicted to dumping balls off to the running back, because it seemed like that's exactly what he was doing the entire time of this game. Now, and then the other thing was Jeremiah, with the young stud receiver. I mean, really, like, Emeka Egbuka had a pretty decent game, but really most of these guys' passing yards came from the running back. Like, they made it a decision that they were just going to play too high look. You are not going to beat us deep, because both of these teams have a lot of speed on the outside. And I'm telling you right now, dude, Texas is humongous up front. They have two dudes in the middle that are absolute run stoppers. And it was wild. Like, it was absolutely insane. So it's what a game. Like, who would not want college football like this more? Like, this is what people have been missing out on. This is exactly what people have been missing out on, that we've been talking about. Like, we've been standing on the table, pounding the table, being like, look, you need to get this playoff to where it is like this, because it's going to be awesome. Like, this is exactly what it should be. I mean, you're talking, we had the end of the half. Then we had the end of the game that we're going to get to here in a second. But I put running back Tud again. Oh, yeah, Travion or Quinshawn Judkins, another touchdown, of course. We're about to show it right here. But so we got another touchdown to Blue. You're my boy, Blue. And of course, guess who's going to run this ball in? Quinshawn Judkins. How about it? There you go. You're exactly right, B. McCormick. You're exactly right. The last 2 nights have been spectacular because that's what playoff football does, man. That's what playoff football does. People want to say, "Oh, it's going to be a blowout." The hypothetical, all the SEC people, this and that, hypotheticals on paper in Vegas. Who would be favored? No, play the games. Because initially, everybody watching this game right here, we thought it was going to be a boat race. We thought it was going to be a boat race, me included. Because I'm like, Ohio State's clicking on all cylinders. Texas defense is good. Texas's defense is legit. In the fourth quarter, fourth quarter, Ohio State scores 14 points. Texas scores nothing. Texas is on the doorstep. Like we're about to be tied, probably going to overtime, but who knows? Texas might have gone for 2. So here we go. Judkins yelling into the screen, and here it is. Like what? They're going to show the Jack Sawyer thing, but it doesn't show the plays before. Like, oh my gosh, man. Texas getting down to the 5-yard line, getting the pass interference, being on the 1-yard line, and then running that pitch play on 2nd and goal where they motion the tight end over, and Ohio State has 5 dudes on that side of the ball to that hash, in between the numbers in the hash on that side of the ball up here. They had 5 dudes, Ohio State did, on that pitch play. And, oh, my gosh, there was not a chance. Why did they go lateral? Like, that's what Texas's red zone offense, we said it last show, or the last time Texas played, was we said it last time that they played was that their dad blame red zone offense was going to get them killed. And it did, because there was no reason for that. And then, well, first of all, I don't even know if it's on here, but first of all, so there goes Jack Sawyer. Good for him, off to the races. But first of all, the first play they ran on first down, the running back was open. Like, he had him, but he threw it into double coverage in the back of the end zone. I don't know what he was looking at. Quinn Ewers confusing, man. And then here's the pick late that Quinn Ewers had. But at this point, it didn't even matter. But there you go. Kneel it down, Josh Downs, or whatever your name is. Caleb Downs. That's what it was. So, but hopefully we can find the videos on here. The goal line stuff, man. That goal line sequence was terrible. Just terrible. Like we've got, I don't know where it is, but we got to look at that. Dude, I need Texas to win this game. I have so many Catholics versus cattle. Dude, did you see the Joe Pa versus Jesus? That was awesome. Joe Pa, Catholics we can come up with something though. We can come up with something for this. But that, oh my gosh, dude. I don't know where the video is, but that goal line sequence, it wasn't the fumble. Like, everybody's yelling about, oh, the fumble this, the fumble that. That wasn't what it was. Like, that's not at all what it was. It was, what made the difference was the 1st and 2nd down play call on the goal line for Texas. Like, they ran the ball once, got stuffed, they got scared. So on 2nd down, they go to the perimeter, and that was just stupid because that lost them like 5 yards, and now they're really in trouble. So, oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they should have put it. I mean, yeah, I mean, there should have been more of a running threat there. So, but anyways, Texas in the first half was 1 for 7. Was 1 for 7 on 3rd down, and they were just staying in zone coverage, and that's what I meant by the middle of the field. Like, they just weren't having it. So, but anyways, I don't really have too much. Let's some of these not the game cast, but the team stats. Like, I always love looking at these because it tells the story. Like, you're looking at first downs. Texas wins. 3rd down efficiency, they both weren't that great. 4th down, Texas stunk. I mean, yards even, passing yards even, like yards per pass, interceptions thrown. Ohio State ran the ball a little bit more effectively, not that much more. Ohio State had so many penalties, ladies and gentlemen. So many. Oh, yes, yes, especially since they ran that fake rush. Dude, that play with Arch Manning, oh my gosh, dude, where the guy runs up there, acts like he's going to take the snap like Jason Kelsey, and snap it between his legs. That was incredible. That was incredible. That was awesome. So, but I'm telling you, um, I mean, this thing was dead even. Like I'm telling you, I thought right tush push. Yes. Yeah. They call that the what would they call that? The Texas something or the Longhorn something. But anyways, I'm telling you, man, these two games, like this is why we love college football. This is what this was all about. This is validated. This is validated all of us. I don't know if we can put that up there. Um uh but but it validated everybody who wanted to be a part of. I want to see that. I want to see that fourth down conversion. That was awesome. Hold on. Where's it at? Where's it at? Like Quinn Ewers will make plays that you're like, damn, that guy's got he's got it. And then he'll make plays where you're like, and I don't know if it was him or if it was it's the play call. I'm telling you, I've watched him too many times run these like they're on the 1 yard line or the 5 yard line and think they got to throw fade routes 15 times. Like it just they weren't going to give you anything anyways. They haven't given you much anything over the middle of the field all night anyways. So let's watch that. Let's watch that Arch Manning one. Where's it at? Somebody stop. There it is. There it is. Yes. I'm probably gonna get an ad, but that's okay. Well, now I lost it. Oh, there it is. Anywho, but yeah, what what a all right, here it goes. This is awesome. He runs up, boom, snaps it between his legs. Now I thought he fumbled here too, so I thought he fumbled there, but that was awesome. But anyways, a little bit later this time, but we get Notre Dame, Ohio State. Notre Dame's already talking that trash about avenging their loss from last year, so we'll get that. Uh, but yeah, um, I just cannot believe the the play calling on the goal line. I just Sarkeesian has got. I mean, I would love to. Again, I said it last night about Penn State. Um, I said it last night about Penn State that I would love to be a fly on the wall for these interviews and these radio shows at Texas because he is going to get eviscerated online. Steve Sarkeesian is. That's what I'm saying, B. McCormick. Both games the last 2 nights, man, it has been electric. It's just been electric. There you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. I don't well, we'll workshop that. We'll workshop that. But yeah, quicker recap tonight. It's late. I was on another show earlier, so I don't have too much more to say other than thank you to everybody who believed in the college football playoff. Because without this, I don't even know if Ohio State would have been in. Notre Dame might have been in, but no, because this is just like you want it, dude. You want it like this because it allows teams just like in the NFL playoffs to get on a roll. You know, Ohio State's like the Giants from back whenever they used to beat the Patriots. Remember those? Remember those game on? Will? Remember those? Giants would get hot, and then here comes Tom Brady, everything on the line, and then they beat when the Giants probably shouldn't even been in the playoffs. You have to allow for these stories to unfold. I'm sick and tired of everybody, the Colin Cowherds of the world. I knew you'd like that one. The that's what I'm saying. We both wanted this. This is exactly like all this talk about everybody stinking. I just had to sit here and listen to Colin Cowherd be like, See, I told you. No, none of you did. None of the big shows said it was going to be great. They all said that it was going to be blowouts and it was going to be the 4 teams they wanted in anyways. And guess what? It wasn't, because most of these teams that made it this far wouldn't even have been in the Final Four. So they all sat there and said, oh, these are going to be blowouts and we're not going to like it. And all this stuff needs to be tweaked and this stuff. And I agree. Sometimes there needs to be some tweaking about who gets the buys and all that stuff. But right now, it has been a wild success. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. I would love to see the people who got that right. I think Cricket did on Game On. So I'm just telling you, it's the Notre Dame and Ohio State matchup is going to be spectacular. Notre Dame just doesn't die. They won't. What's his face? Marcus Freeman is going to have that thing cooking where they are just going to be all over it. Somehow, some way, Notre Dame will find a way. All right, he's just got them cooking. So, and Ohio State, if they don't make mistakes, they might just blow them out. I don't know that people were looking at this game before it even started, and they're like, "Oh, this is going to be a shootout." And I'm like, "If you watch Texas's offense, it is. I don't know what they are. I have no idea what Texas is." So, but that play by Jack Sawyer running to the house, dude, that's big dude. That's big dude putting a statement on it. He's still mad about that Michigan fight after the game. Wonder what all the Michigan fans are thinking right now. So, and that's right. I mean, you're looking at this quote right here. About a month ago, a lot of people counted us out. These guys went to work, and that's what the playoffs are. Like, it allows you. Like, I sat here and listened to Cowherd while I was working out, and he's sitting there saying, "See, this is what we needed." And I'm like, "No, dude, you were one of the idiots up there saying that this was going to be terrible and everything's ruined and the regular season doesn't matter and this isn't going to give us the best teams and blah blah blah." No, this is exactly what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to say the regular season doesn't matter as much, but winning your conference does. I mean, it all matters, but winning your conference is the most important part. Like, and being good in your conference, being a top team in your conference, so that in playing well all year, every game matters. But if you lose a game, it doesn't kill you. Like, it doesn't submarine your season. And that's exactly what we had with Notre Dame and with Ohio State. They both had, Ohio State had what, 2 losses to Oregon and Michigan. And Michigan was a bad one at the end of the year, right? If they were in the other system, they're not even sniffing it. But they're a great team, and the playoff being expanded like it was allowed them to be in it. And the same thing goes for Notre Dame. They lost to Northern Illinois, right? And they turned it around. So this whole narrative that the regular season doesn't matter and all this BS, that's complete garbage. So, but anyways, what a great game. College football is the best. Everybody, way to go. Good job. We got quite a few of you piling in here. That's it. I don't have any. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I think it's snowing outside. I have no idea. I'm down on the south. I'm down on the coast of North Carolina. I mean, the hot question is now is if he loses the national title, is Ryan Day going to get fired? They have talent everywhere. They did that without even Jeremiah Smith. So I don't know. I don't know. Great game. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. 450 you piled in here. Thanks for choosing us to be your go-to recap station. If you like what we're doing here, whoops. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. We do a show twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. This week I've been going crazy. After every game I've been doing recaps. Every bowl game I've been on here doing recap. I think I've been on here like 6 days in a row. But I love it. It's great. It's great. It's to get on here and talk about these games, especially when they're like this, right? Especially when they're like this. It's just everything you wanted. That game came down to the last 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have B. McCormick. We've been going crazy. But it came down to the last 2 minutes. The other game came down to the last 2 minutes. Like this playoff football. Gosh, if they look at this and be like, we got to redo this, they're idiots. They're idiots. The SEC is 1-4 in these playoffs. or maybe 2, whatever, 1-4, 1-2, 2 and whatever it is. I don't know, but they're not in it. They're done. So, this is what everybody's been yelling at. That's not part of the SEC. Like, let us play the games, and you'll see that this thing will even itself out, and it did. And people will say I'm the biggest SEC hater there is, which that might be true. I don't know if you're going to find anybody that's a bigger hater than me for the SEC. But anyways, great game. Great game. Great game. Gosh, football's great. Like, we're sitting there watching the game like, man, is this going to be a blowout? No, Texas's defense stood on its head. Texas defense was incredible. It's and their offense let them down, which is, again, I can't tell you how many times I said that, but whatever. Okay. Podcasts available Mondays and Thursdays. This will not be a podcast episode, but if you do want to check out our podcast, we just interviewed a guy on our show for everybody that's in here. Ohio against the world. Come on, Ohio State. Let's not do that. What do you mean Ohio State against the world? You have the highest paid roster in football, in college football. It's not against the world. You did that to yourselves. But we just did a podcast the other day. It's out now with a guy who lost his fantasy football championship and had to bowl a perfect 300. And that story is hilarious. So he was in there for, I don't know how many hours, 7 hours. Great listen. So go check that out. Podcast Monday, Thursday, anywhere you find your podcast, basically. And then our live shows with the whole crew is Wednesdays and Sundays. But we're here on all these channels. Check out all those. Just type in the Millie Goats. You'll find us. And I think I'm going to be back tomorrow night to recap the NFL games. We will see. So, but anyways, check us out, guys. That's right. Philly Dog. That's right, dude. He was awesome. That was a great story. If you play fantasy football, you need to listen to that story. It went viral. It was incredible. Scott Hansen was involved. It was electric. He was fun. He was fun. All right, ladies. If you do, check out other stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. We'll follow back. Dude, yeah. It was funny, B. McCormick. It was funny. Y'all check that out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. NFL starts tomorrow. Recap tomorrow night. Let's do it. Why not? Why not us? See you later. We do love football, B. McCormick.